Let's take a look at a really common problem that happens all the time with paver walkways. Right here, we're gonna add a landscape border. Grab yourself a spike, landscape spike here, and a string line. Put it into your soil, push that down. Grab your string line, and all you have to do is make this nice and taut. This is gonna create warmth and retain our soil. It's gonna look amazing. Grab your string, and I'll meet you at the other side. Come on with me. All the way down at the other end, we have our other spike. You wanna just wrap it around. You can tie that into a knot. I'm gonna do that without looking. Now, word of caution, anytime you have a string line, what I like to do is stand over top of it. You wanna double check that it is indeed straight. Sometimes if you're new to this, it can be a little wonky. Get that straight. Once it's straight, grab yourself one of these. This is a garden edger, and follow me. If you don't have one of these, use a shovel. It does the same thing. Pretty much. Okay, you got this. So I've got my string line here. Just gonna go. Now, honestly, this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but it's just gonna establish a nice line. See that? Step on it, shimmy. All that soil is just gonna push away nicely, right? It's gonna leave you with a nice, pretty clean edge. Once you have a sharp line, pull back, and all of that soil is gonna remove easily, and we can ferry it out of here with my bucket. This soil is absolutely like a sandbox. That's why it's falling away. Look at this. Usually you're gonna get pretty sharper lines than this, but this is really sandy soil. Now I have a tip for you guys. When it comes to lumber and garden edging, I'm using a 4x4. If you want to save money, get landscape ties. They look really close to this and they're so much cheaper. I've used them all the time. Let's install this. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using a garden trowel because it's the same width, and I'm just making a trench, and I've gone down 2 inches. Grab yourself your 4x4, your landscape tie, fit that in, and then you're just gonna double check that with level, that it's level, and then we're gonna grab our paver base. And to make sure it doesn't tip over, these are fantastic. We use these all the time in landscaping. It's rebar, and what this does is anchors your lumber to the ground so it doesn't tip over. And this is gonna last for a very long time. That's why I'm building it just like this. I like things that last, in case you haven't noticed. Grab your shovel and take out your frustrations. As you know, what frustrations? None. We're gonna take our limestone screening now and just tip it over into the trench. Pour it out along here and then just spread it out, okay? All I've done here is I've gone down about 3 inches below grade, and that is to give us that paver base for foundation, for drainage and stability. And that is what we're looking for. I'm gonna add some more down here and then install this sucker. Okay, we're just gonna grab this, put it into the trench, push it down to the end of 1/2 inch rebar. I'm just gonna insert those into the holes. Here, I've just pre-drilled a 1/2 inch for the 1/2 inch rebar. And of course, get your sledge. I like the sledge method. Before you do this, obviously, check for level, yeah? Okay. Ooh, muscles. Oh, you're gonna miss. It's okay if you miss. You're doing the work if you miss. And that's why we use a sledge. It's simple, right? Grab your other one. I'm just using 2. This is an 8-footer. Go to the other one. Also too, when you do an edging, make sure that it's not a trip hazard, right? We know what ideal rise is here, right? 7 inches. Now that you have that, double check. Okay, spot on, awesome. Next one, wash, rinse, and repeat. Same thing, and then I'll show you how to finish this off at the end. Now, to secure your 4x4, you really have 3 options. The first is the tried and true, the traditional one, which is your landscape spike. Very inexpensive, so it is very popular. Drive it through the top. Second one, not as popular because it's expensive, fasteners. They look really pretty though. If you have the budget, go for it. And the third one that I'll be using is just PL. I'm gonna snake it. Now, one thing you should know about this garden bed edging is it's long lasting and it is incredibly strong because of the rebar. You can see right here, this is acting as a step for this garden on a slope. It's doing 2 things. It's acting as a step and it's also retaining soil from this home. This is actually above grade, and if this step wasn't here right now, soil would be touching the siding of the house, which is a big no-no. And why we use wood, it's gonna give you a really high-end look in your garden. It's cheaper than stone, but it does have a high rate of return, big bang for your buck. It's solid, it's durable, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you'd like to learn how you can transform this into a raised garden bed or a retaining wall, you can check out these videos right here. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.